Alrighty, so I'm doing this as a follow-up to my last video. The last video kind of went into my methodology behind writing scripts. This time I'm going to do a live workshop of me writing a cold email script from zero. So here we go. Okay, so this client, their name is Pancham Consulting. They do TikTok ads and lead nurturing for gyms. So basically helping gyms get more paid trials through paid acquisition with ads and nurturing the leads to get them in the door for a workout. So right off the bat, my very first thought is paid ads are a really common service. I'm probably going to go more towards the lead nurturing side of things to help write these scripts, right? So I go in their onboarding form. What exactly do you sell to your target market? We help fitness franchises grow specifically through paid ads. Secondly, but also probably the most important, is our team follows up with these leads for clients and schedules them for a workout. So great. Okay. They schedule leads for gyms for a workout. Do they have any case studies? Do they have any metrics they can point to? Right here. So what is your most recent case study and what positive results did you achieve? So we helped Burn Bootcamp add 43 members in their first month. We helped Kristen hit 400 members in her gym. We helped Laura sell 148 paid trials in a month. So what I would ask my client in this case is there a number that you're comfortable with us saying in the cold email about how many free trials we can get a prospect when we reach out to them? So I actually did this already, and they told us that on average they get 77 paid trials a month with their services. So I'm going to go ahead and use that here in email 1. So email 1, quick question. Then I'm going to say, hey name, comma. I want to come up with like a personalized statement written about the gym. Gyms are a bit hard because there's no location specificity. There's no specific type of gym we're reaching out to. It's just gyms. So I'm going to use a kind of a higher level first line, and I'm going to say, noticed, because we're reaching out to CMOs, founders, CEOs, head of marketing, all that. So I'm going to say, notice you play a major role in companies' marketing efforts. I can imagine you're looking for ways to grow in a post-COVID world. You're going to say, Christian, how did you come up with that? Post-COVID world. Well, think about it. Gyms during COVID had to shut down. It was all remote. No one was coming into a gym. Now that COVID's over, people are looking to join gyms, and gyms are looking to get more people to come into their gyms. So this isn't something that I can necessarily show you how to do. It's just you have to sit there and be creative and think to yourself, what about my client is really unique, and what can I say to a prospect that would get them to be like, oh yeah, this person understands me and what I'm going through. So in this case, I chose a post-COVID world because I can imagine a lot of these guys at gyms are thinking, how can I get back to the growth that I saw before COVID, now that we're back to in-person workouts and all that. So that's kind of how I came up with this line. So now I would go down to the next line, and I would say, we have a way to get 77 paid trials to come into your gym for a workout next month. Any interest in hearing how? Boom. So I didn't say who we are, what we do. I didn't say anything about our services. I just said, we have a way to get 77 paid trials to come into your gym next month. Do you want to hear how? Hopefully they say yes, and then we go from there. So that's the first variation. And what I would do here is spin up some alternative versions of the same thing. So much like the first email, we're going to open it almost the same. But now I'm going to say, we can get 77 paid trials to come into your gym for a workout next month with our... So instead of saying with our lead nurturing process, because that's really boring, with our lead nurturing process, okay, well, I don't care about that. But if I say with our end-to-end, all capitals, lead nurturing process, all of a sudden it's like, oh man, what is your end-to-end lead nurturing process? I've never heard of such a thing. Is this common? Am I a gym owner am I like a dumb gym owner who doesn't know what this process is? It just sparks curiosity, right? So then you can say as a call to action, any interest in hearing how the process works. Once again, not pitching a call, just saying, do you want to hear how this process works? If they say yes, great. You can give some more details about who you are, what you do, go for a call, right? It's like we're intentionally having the pitch be soft because we want to hook these guys in and get them to respond. So then we can go in and explain our services, pitch them, get them on a call, close them, make money, right? So that's the whole methodology behind this. Email 1C. So I usually like to test like 3 or 4 variations in a first email. So I would probably mix this up a bit and say something like, hey name, props to you on sticking it out through the worst of the pandemic. It's great to see everyone getting back to in-person workouts. So like that's just something I came up with off the top of my head to like mix it up compared to the other ones that I wrote before. I might wake up tomorrow and be like, why did I write that? That's terrible, and just like scrap it and come up with a new one. But it's always good to just kind of mix up your personalized lines. It is pouring outside. Okay. Anyways, but so instead of kind of being really soft, I would probably test an angle like, I'll use my name just for confidentiality's sake. My name's Christian, founder of X Consulting or Pancham Consulting. We help gym owners get, on average, 77 paid trials to come into their gym for a workout each month using our end-to-end lead nurture process. So in this case, we are giving some more context just as like an A/B test, right? My name's Christian, founder of Pancham Consulting. His name is not Christian. I'm just keeping it anonymous. We help, who do we help? We help gym owners, really specific, get on average 77 paid trials a month to come into their workout or into their gym for a workout. We're not saying we can get you more or we can get you paid trials. We're saying 77. It's a tangible number. They can look at it and say, 77 more people in my gym right now. That'd be outstanding. And then we named our process, end-to-end lead nurture process. Mind if I share a video explaining how it works? So like I'm mixing it up because in the previous 2 I'm just saying any interest in hearing how it works. This time I'm saying, do you want to watch a video explaining how it works? So that'd be a good test as well. And then since these guys do, so like if you have a client that offers a lot of services, it's never, or if you are the person writing the scripts because you're not you're an agency but not a lead gen agency, it's good to kind of mix up the service offerings if it's possible. So this client also does TikTok ads, so I'm going to say, curious, are you looking to use TikTok to promote your gym? Literally keep it as a 1-sentence cold email because of how hot or how attractive TikTok ads are right now in the market. So yeah, that's email 1, guys. 3, all about their lead nurture process, and then I threw in a 4th just to talk about TikTok as like a way to mix it up and see if there's anyone out there that's more interested in TikTok versus lead nurturing. Okay. So email 2, this is where I would go ahead and say, the reason I reached out the other day is because we've been helping gym owners get 77 more paid trials a month with our end-to-end lead nurture process. And you might be thinking, how are you writing these scripts so fast? How is this just coming to you? It's because I've already written scripts for this client. I'm just kind of doing it all over again from the top of my head. Like if I was starting from scratch, I would go through this onboarding form for like a half hour and just see like case studies, results, problems they're having, not enough leads, marketing not working, not enough people coming in, no time to follow up with leads. What exactly do you offer? Who's your target market? What makes you unique? Do you have any guarantee? So they don't have a guarantee, so this kind of restrains me from, throwing in a guarantee in my script, obviously, because they don't have one. But yeah, just if I was doing this from scratch, I would see what their offer is, what their guarantee is, what their case studies are, what their target market is. Are there any unique angles like gym owners in California or gym owners in Louisiana? I would look at, what results do they have, what pain points do their clients have. So back to the script. The reason I reached out was because we've been helping gym owners get 77 paid trials a month with our lead nurture process. We recently helped, Ginger of Burn Bootcamp do this, and she got 43 new members in 1 month. Any interest, or would you like to discuss how we can help you do something similar? Bang. It's a great second email, gives a lot of context about what they do and case studies, now they can help. And I would test it against something pretty similar. So, same template as before, but I'm just going to mix it up a bit. So I'm going to axe the whole first part of this. So, we can help you. So I'm mixing it up from saying we help gym owners to saying we can help you. Not being generic, not being vague about our offer, just right to this person. We can help you. We can help you get 77 paid trials for your gym this month with our end-to-end lead nurture process. And then instead of a case study, I would try something like, what's a pain point? Pain point. Don't have enough time to follow up with leads. Instead of having to spend time managing your lead flow, we will handle it all for you so you get new signups for your gym seemingly on autopilot. I just threw that sentence at the wall. It's probably too long right now. I'm going to have to switch it. But my methodology is always just go, get stuff on paper, and then come back the next day or a couple hours later and kind of refine it, if that makes sense. So, we can help you get 77 paid trials for your gym this month. Instead of having to spend time managing your lead flow, we will handle it all for you. Or I'll probably say we'll handle it for you. So you get new signups for your gym seemingly on autopilot. Would you like to see a video explaining how our bang. So that's a variation. Email 2, I'm saying, we can help X achieve Y through Z. Case study, do you want to discuss? Testing that against we can help you achieve X through Y, and then explaining it further in the next sentence. And then instead of just pitching or asking if they want to discuss, ask for a video. So it's kind of the same email, but just a slight variation. I've noticed that sometimes this email could double the output of this email only because I switched up a few things in the email. So always good to test different follow-ups. And I'll end it with email 3. So what I like to do in email 3 is come to the table with free value. So in this case, I recorded a video explaining a strategy you can use to get 77 extra paid trials for your gym this month. Mind if I share it with you here? Why does this work so well? Because, if anyone reads it, what do they want right now? They want more members, more free trials, more revenue. If they read this email, they're going to see, this person recorded a video for me explaining a strategy that I can use to get 77 more paid trials for my gym this month. Mind if I share it with you here? All I have to do is say yes, and I get a video that explains this to me. Yeah, that's a great deal. I'll say yes. Send me the video. Let's talk. Once they get the video from you, which you haven't recorded yet, which you will record once you get the interested response, that's when you can go ahead and pitch the call to discuss further once you've established yourself as the expert in that video, if that makes sense. So I always like to use email 3 to, pitch a video. So I recorded a video explaining how benefit. So whatever your offer is, include the benefit. So for, lead gen, I would say I recorded a video explaining how you can get an additional 5 to 10 qualified calls on your calendar this month. Mind if I share it with you here? Of course, they're going to say, I need 5 to 10 more calls on my calendar this month. Show me the video. Cool. So this is a really great follow-up. I've recorded a video explaining how you can benefit. No matter what your offer is, figure out what the benefit of your offer is. More leads, more revenue, more paying customers, more signups for your email list. Whatever it is, just write it out and then ask if they want to see a video explaining it. So that's the gist of email 3. One thing I will say is if your offer doesn't really need a video, like lead gen doesn't really need a video, honestly. What else? Maybe like a sales agency doesn't really need a video. Like if your offer is so no-brainer that it doesn't really need a video and a video doesn't do it justice, you can do something like this. Who might be the best person to get in touch with at your company to discuss, getting an additional 5 to 10 qualified calls for your agency this month? Or who might be the best person to get in touch with at your company to discuss Klaviyo strategy with? This is a great strategy to test. Like, even if you want to test this against the video angle I just showed you, use it, because it's a pass-off strategy, right? So if maybe your targeting's a bit off, or whatever the case may be, if you're targeting Joe, and Joe is not the best person to discuss Klaviyo with, they're going to say, go talk to Tom. He's better. Here's his email address. I'm his boss. He'll answer you. Then you have Tom's email, and you go, hey, Tom, your CEO, Joe, just told me to email you. You bet your ass they're going to listen, because the CEO just referred you over to them. So they don't want to look bad in front of their boss. So then you have a new conversation open with a person that you would have never contacted in the first place because you don't have their email address. So this pass-off strategy is great to use no matter what your offer is. And then honestly, if you don't want to pitch a video because maybe you don't want to record videos, or you don't have time, or you don't like videos, whatever it is, just keep it really simple. So following up here about, generating 77 paid trials for your gym this month. This year, we helped, the YMCA of Tampa get 100 trials in their first month using our end-to-end lead nurture process. Is this worth looking into? So if you don't want to pitch a video, you don't have to. I always like to use it because it's really, really, really good at getting conversions. But yeah, so this is pretty much the gist of, if you're running a 3 email sequence, this video will show you exactly how to do it, right? Start out, personalized line. We have a way to help you get X. Any interest in hearing how? Personalized line. We can get you X. Any interest in hearing how it works? Personalized line. My name's Christian, founder of XYZ Agency. We help gym owners get X benefit with our end-to-end lead nurture process. Mind if I share a video explaining how it works? Tons of different angles for email 1. Email 2, the reason I reached out is because we help gym owners get X with 77 paid trials with our end-to-end lead nurture process. Case study, call to action. Test that against, we can help you achieve X, get X with Y through Z. Additional sentence, pitching a video. Email 3, I recorded a video for you explaining X benefit. Would you like to see it? Or you could say, who's the best person to get in touch with at your company? But yeah, I wanted to make this kind of short. It's almost running on 20 minutes, just like the last video. But this is super important because honestly, if you master how to, take an onboarding form like this and turn it into a condensed email sequence that will get replies, because this is what we're using for a client pretty much, and it's getting replies. So I can tell you that it works with confidence. This is a super important skill to have because you'll be completely self-sufficient for writing cold email scripts, whether it's for your agency internally, or if you're a lead gen agency, you have a ton of clients and your job is to get them results. So you're going to have to write good scripts for them. But this is a great process to follow, going from, an onboarding form to actual scripts. Always focus on benefits. Always name your unique mechanism. End-to-end lead nurture process in this case. And then pitch a video. Keep your call to action short. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I wanted to, kind of make a follow-up video to the last video that I just made to show you guys my process of writing a sequence from scratch. So I hope this was helpful as well. Once again, if you have any questions, hit me up, and I appreciate you for watching. Thanks.